We are still in our show Beyond the Craft, and we are in the workshop with our distinguished guest. So let's welcome all of us, the artist Dr. Hiral. Hello and welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me on the show. I am Dr. Hiral. I am basically a pediatric dentist by profession and an artist by passion.
And amazing. So pediatric dentist for profession.
Yes.
An artist by passion. P with P.
Yes.
So you always say the same speech everywhere?
Not really, but since I have come here for the show, I have spent almost more than 10 years studying pediatric dentistry.
Nice.
Studying dentistry. So yeah.
So I know, like, when you've been in the pediatric and
Yeah.
especially in the dentistry, it's not easy. You have to
Yes.
contain the child
Yes.
every time to make him like focusing on you
Yes.
and to make him forget about the atmosphere of the lighting and the machine.
Yes.
How usually containing your patients?
Usually my dental visits are very friendly. I want the kids to have a positive impact so that they would love to come to me the next time.
Okay.
So that's my biggest strength. When a kid comes to me, he loves to be treated by me and he wants to come next time.
Again.
Yes. So that's we tell, that's called tell, show and do.
Tell, show and do.
Yes. It's a type of behavior management technique. We tell the child everything. We show them what are we going to do and then we demonstrate it.
Nice.
So this is how the treatment is done with the kids.
Nice. So this kind of technique you do all the time. Did you sometimes show the child your painting, something about art to make distracted?
Yes.
Nice.
Some of the kids, I give them the resin keychains, the alphabet ones. Sometimes I give them the bookmarks.
Nice.
So they also become happy. Yeah.
So you get inspired with the pediatrics with the kids all the
Yes,
time.
yes, yes.
So 10 years you've been in this profession.
Yes.
Usually as your profession, you always you are creative.
Yes.
So every day when you've been there, there's a new challenge, a new patients, and new families.
Yes.
So usually after you saw your patient and you've been in your office, you want to create something in you to be more creative about your paintings, about your technique. Always we do this?
Yes, yes.
Nice.
I take a piece of paper and I would randomly sketch upon something and I will keep that in mind so that when I go home and I have a peace of mind, I will just do it.
Nice. So you know how to sketch. You beginning into
Yes,
sketching.
yes.
What about the type of arts you do in the beginning until today?
When I was small, at the age of 10 to 12, I learned different form of arts from a professional female. She taught me.
Do you remember her name? Or where did you get inspired by her? Which place?
She was a very good artist. I mean, whenever I visited her place, I would see the paintings hung on the wall.
Okay.
And that would fascinate me too much. The bright colors. If you see, the resin art is full of glittery stuffs,
Yes.
the bright colors. So that attract me so much. So when I was visiting her place, I would always see that thing. And I wanted to learn. So I learned the glass painting from her. I learned foil painting.
Nice.
If you have heard. Foil painting is usually done with hammer and yes, it's done in that way.
The old technique.
Yes, it's an old technique. So yeah, I just learned all the things from her.
So if you saw her today, if she's with us now,
Yeah.
what do you want to say to her?
I'm really thankful to her because she's the one who showed me the path to do the artworks, the crafting. So I'm in debt to her.
Did you dedicate some of your artwork to her?
Not yet.
But in your heart, yes.
Yes, yes.
Nice. So when you get inspired by this lady, you saw her artwork, everyone, especially the resin art.
Yes.
So this is the first time you've been inspired to art, right?
Yes, yes.
So how was after that when you show your parents, now I am a life art, I want sketching. How do you see their review about your artwork?
I started resin artwork during pandemic.
Okay.
Because during the COVID times, I wasn't practicing so much.
Okay.
So I was practicing part-time. So I had a lot of ample of time to be at home.
Nice.
So, and idle minds is devil's house, you know. So I can't sit idle. So I thought of exploring this part of me. So I started doing resin art. At that time, slowly, I developed this technique. I learned different techniques seeing the online videos. I'm a self-taught resin artist.
Bravo.
So experimenting with different resins, different colors.
So that time you create like a resin art. Do you remember your first art resin ever?
Yes, when I did it, I spoiled the floor.
Okay.
So I spilled it around. This is a notorious material. Actually, if it spills on the floor, it's very difficult to remove it.
Okay.
So the first time I tried, I spilled it in the entire room, a patch of it, and it was my parents' new house.
Okay.
They just did an interior, and we just
decoration.
Yes.
Okay.
And I spoiled the floor.
So
I very well remember it.
So how was their opinion when you saw your artwork?
Yeah, they were quite happy.
Nice.
They always appreciate me. They always support me in whatever I do.
So even you did this mistake, they already ignore it and nothing happened?
Not really. Not ignore it. Not ignore it. But yeah.
We can tell.
Yeah, you can handle it. Okay, next time it's not to be done.
So it's a good, like every time you learn something new, so every time you make it easier for you to do.
Yes.
Like maybe your first artwork, you maybe talk like hours.
Yes.
Second time, maybe less. Maybe you can do now 10 minutes.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is like for you come for the resin artwork. Do you do something similar, different kind of techniques, different kind of arts, also with resin art?
Yes, actually, resin art, it is a very versatile. What is resin art? Basically, it is, we use two types of materials. That is called epoxy and a hardener.
Epoxy and a hardener.
Yes.
Okay.
So depending upon the art piece we want to create, we select the type of resin. If the art piece is to be created in 1 hour, I'll be using a ratio of 1:1, where the resin is 1 and the hardener is 1.
Okay.
Okay, so we mix in equal proportion. Wherever I want to create a big corporate wall piece, which I did before 2-3 years.
Okay, go. Yeah.
So at that time I use 3:1 because I need a lot of working time.
Okay.
The problem with the resin is after a certain time period, it starts hardening.
So it means like this is the main challenge of the resin.
Yes, yes. It's a fluid. It can flow anywhere. So what the main problem is, we have to control the flow of the fluid. At the same time, how to make the desired patterns we want. So yes, this is how the resin basically works like this.
So you've been in this kind of art for a long time. Now we're back again. I ask you about your journey, how you get it from different kind of perspective, and you've been in Kuwait 4 years ago.
Yes.
So India, Turkey, and also Kuwait.
Yes.
We have mutual kind of art.
Yes.
Little bit similarities and too many differences.
Yes.
How do you combine between these three arts?
Turkey, I visited when I was very small.
Okay.
So I don't have too many memories of it. But I remember I represented India. The Turkey celebrates World Children Parliament Day.
Okay.
So at that time, we were a group of 40 kids, aged 10 years, which we visited to Turkey. At that time, I was supposed to make a painting for the president there.
Okay.
Because I was good in art. So at that time, I made a glass painting for the president there. And it was a very short span, so I don't have too many memories of Turkey. But yes, I do like the art which they practice. Mainly, they have the pottery.
Style,
so yes,
technique.
So I'm inclined to learn if I get to learn at any moment of my life to be there.
So we can say you mentioned something nice in a very short notice.
Yeah.
When you mention the name, it's art people. We do it in a big wide area in the dining time.
Yes.
So when you saw this group of people usually going everywhere and you keep drawing with them, it gets more inspired you?
Yes, yes. The vibes are something different only.
Okay.
When I'm here, I feel really different. I feel disconnected from the rest of the world. I feel I'm with myself.
Okay.
So it's really de-stressing, as well as it brings a good artist out of me.
So like a pediatric dentist working with the loud and people and machines.
Yes.
When you started drawing, you are isolating yourself.
Yes.
And this is the time for Dr. Hiral.
Yes.
And now it's time for Hiral, not Doctor.
Yes.
Nice.
You'll be surprised, I'm a mother of 2 kids.
Nice.
So out of all that chaos, even at midnight also, if I get time, I go in the room and do my artwork. Because it gives me
focusing on yourself.
Yes, yes.
So this all the noisy day we can say. Now we speak about artist talk, how they are talking. This all day means noise.
Yes.
So at the end, this is the time for peace.
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is the time you isolate yourself. But how about you communicating with your kids, because they are pediatric also?
Yes.
Did you encourage them to draw?
Yes, yes. My elder daughter, She's very inclined towards drawing. In fact, she is my biggest motivation.
Nice.
She's the one, when I do any piece of art, she tells me, wow, Mama, you are best.
Nice.
And she's always inclined to follow my footsteps. So she's also a good one. But I'm a mother. I don't want to be her teacher, especially in the field of art. I want her to learn from somewhere where she gets guided. I can be sometimes biased when it comes to my own child.
Okay.
So I want her to learn from somewhere.
Did you work together sometimes in the workshop?
Yes.
Like you do yourself, she do her things also?
Yes. Whenever I conduct kids workshop, she's the one who comes to attend it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're always encouraging each other.
Yes, absolutely.
And do them something better and something in you.
Yes.
Nice. So sometimes when you do like this kind of resin art, and she do the same like you or different kind of art?
No, she's just 6 years old. So
Okay.
she basically does acrylic painting more. But yeah, resin, as I told, it's a very notorious material. So usually for kids, we have to be vigilant. I mean, we have to put an eye upon it when she's working upon it. So yeah, she does it, but less.
Less.
Yeah.
So every time, who is like motivate yourself until today? It's you or someone is pushing you every day?
Mainly it's me.
Okay.
Because I feel that life is, I believe that I have to grow with my kids. It's a race. She's growing up. I have to run along with that.
Okay.
If I sit and I think that class, let them grow up and I will get time to do, no, it will never be. So I'm the one, and it's my husband. He's a neonatologist. So he's also the one who motivates me. He takes care of the kids when I'm conducting the art workshops. So my family is my biggest motivation.
Nice. So you're on behalf of our show Beyond the Craft, we're sending our gratitude for all your parents. Your husband is in a medical field, you are in the medical field, you're supporting each other.
Yes.
But now we are very curious to know more about your artwork. Are you ready?
Yes, please.
Always ready. So dear viewers, we're going to continue the conversation with our distinguished guest, Dr. Hiral, the artist, after this break. So stay tuned. We are still in our show Beyond the Craft with our distinguished guest, the artist, Dr. Hiral. Before the break, Dr. Hiral, we had a conversation and we know more about your journey, how you be into art.
Yes.
Now we're going to look more technical,
Okay.
because resin art needs technical things like tools, like skills. So what about the tools you usually do for your artwork?
Usually, the resin art can be performed in a variety of surfaces.
Okay.
It can be done on an MDF surface. It can be done on an acrylic. It can be done on wood. It can be done on the molds. Okay. So resin art can be done on different surfaces.
Okay.
So depending upon the art piece we want to create, we will select the base. Okay.
So what about the steps before you do your artwork? How do you do brainstorming? We need to know about the steps of Dr. Hiral.
Yeah. So first thing is I need to decide what I want to create. For example, I want to create a wall piece. I would select an MDF surface or a wood. I would first apply a layer of gesso.
Okay.
So that, because resin is a material that will be absorbed by the MDF or the wood.
Okay.
So we don't want the liquid to be absorbed. So first surface we will be applying the gesso, but then we will apply the color we want to do it. The color of choice. For example, if we want to do a beach art, so we'll be applying the blue color, the white color. Okay. We'll be selecting the resin, type of a resin. If it's 1:1 or 3:1 or 2:1, different proportions.
Okay.
Second, we'll be selecting the colors. Okay. And third, we will start working after isolating the place. The golden rule of resin is it has to be a closed place with good ventilation.
A closed place with good
ventilation. Yeah. Because it is a chemical. It is a chemical. We need to put proper mask and eye gears also when we are working upon it. Because sometimes it can, when it sets, it releases fumes. It's very hot. So it can damage our eyes also in long term.
Nice.
Okay. Otherwise, if we are doing once in a month or less, it's very safe.
So what about the skills, doctor? Like this kind of things need huge skills. Most of it is patient, we can say?
Yes. It can be done by a person who is not too much inclined towards art also. It's very easy. It's just you should know how to handle the material. That's it.
Even today, between the breaks, we saw your artwork. This is like an artwork of an eye, we can say?
Yes, it's an iris.
Iris.
Yes.
So how did you thought about this artwork? Why do you want to do an iris?
I just like the vibrant colors, as I told you. and this looks very fantastic if it's hung at one corner. So I just wanted to try my hand upon the iris.
And when you do the technique, you get it
Yes.
from social media?
No, this is what I learned it. Okay, I just put a few colors on a paper, tried to merge it, and then I put it in.
So you did like in a sketching,
Yes,
different
yes,
paper,
yes.
and you did like the small one and the
Yes.
big circle, like 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4 circles.
Yes, it is actually done in two sittings. It cannot be done in a single go
Okay.
because it requires multiple layer of resin. So yes.
How many brushes tools you did for this artwork?
Zero.
0, only
Yes.
hand.
Usually it requires an ice cream stick
Okay.
to do the resin work.
Okay.
We mix the resin in a cup and we mix it with an ice cream stick. But then we will put it. That's what I used 1:1 ratio for this kind of art, so that when I'm putting it, it starts setting fast.
Nice. And also I noticed, dear viewers watching us through the KTV too, the technique and the surface, the layers here, it's a little bit thick.
Yes.
So what about the foundation, the black foundation? How many things you put here? I saw like it's not one color.
Yeah.
It's
yes.
more than one color.
Yes. That's what it requires 2 to 3 sittings to complete this art piece.
Okay.
So the final coating of the resin, it's done so that it appears more glittery, more presenting. So yeah.
Nice. So this is like the type of the circle of the iris. So what about now? We consider it as a clock or as a watch. So this is like our actual time.
Yes.
Or different time. So here you did like different technique.
Yes.
But the same foundation.
Yes. Yes.
But what about these?
These are the stones. When we put the resin, I decided I just want to do a resin clock, black color. So after putting a background of resin, I put the stones upon it. That's it. And
so this is like you make it like an official clock.
yes.
So that's why you go usually when you be more creative. It means you want to communicate with the clients and the customers.
Yes.
Did you sometimes participate in the exhibitions to show your artwork, or do you plan to go to participate?
Yes, I want to do it, but not now. Maybe after a year or so. But inshallah, yes, I want to do it.
So what do you get inspired to do a clock? Who inspired you? Or just like you thought
Yeah,
about it?
yes. I usually keep on seeing some videos and I take some ideas. Or sometimes I'll be just, as I told, I have a thing of drawing it on paper and just putting it up. When we do this kind of resin art, we will not stick the stones with resin. We'll just put it. How it looks, if it looks good, we'll go ahead with it.
Nice.
Because it's all about experimenting. This resin art is basically an abstract form of art. It doesn't have a particular pattern of it. The way you think the mind goes, you can put the colors in that way.
So whatever your mind goes, you will go with it.
Yes.
So after this kind of amazing artwork, there is something got my attention also about we call it cheese platter, right?
Yes, it's a cheese platter.
Cheese platter, but you didn't complete all of it.
No, the cheese platter is only this much. We just decorate half of it and keep half to serve.
So this is the for beverages or here?
Yes, that one for the beverage.
Then the top.
Yes.
So like when you like, the good thing about your kind of resin artwork, you want to implement it in like lifestyle, especially in the living room and the kitchens.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like a good decoration for any living room.
Yes, this is excellent. We can use during Ramadan.
Nice.
Yes.
The holy month of Ramadan, they need new plates, new dishes, and new things. So it's a good opportunity. Like you want to do something for too many important occasions.
Yes.
Nice for the family dinners, for something.
Yes.
Nice. And how do you did this? All of this, like you have the foundation, the cheese platter, and you put the color.
Yes.
And then you put these.
Yes. This was I made this differently. Then I thought to just incorporate into the cheese platter. It wasn't planned actually, but then I just wanted to try something new. So I did this.
This is like got your attention.
Yes.
So even me, I get inspired. I like your artwork, how you already did it. How long it would take you to do this?
Maybe 1 or 2 days.
1 or 2 days?
Yeah. As I told, resin work cannot be done in one go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even I already, after touching it, I can feel it also.
Because of the weather. If it's cold outside, it will take time to set.
Okay.
Yes.
So this kind of artworks, we are very amazed about it. And for sure you have others also. We're gonna check about them also. While you doing your work, we saw your artwork also as well. So these kind of things need too many like motivation, too many challenges. You have to try a lot, sometimes failing too much to create something perfect.
Yes.
So I don't want to ask you how much you fail, because fail is the way of success.
Yes.
So what about the successful ones?
The first thing which I tried, a big project,
Okay.
which I was very excited for, was, as I told, 5 feet 3.
Okay.
5 by 3 feet, a big wall piece
Okay.
for a corporate office.
Nice.
That was the first time I was very tense.
For sure, you are nervous.
Because it's a big wall piece. And
how many materials you want?
Almost you'll feel that I used more than 15 to 16 different shades of colors, a lot of stones, and the client was quite clear. I want this color.
Okay.
This is the interior of my office. I want it to look decent, and
Nice.
so it was the first time when I was in so much pressure to create something good and create something unique.
Okay.
So yes.
So you be now, this is like level of the interior design level.
Yes.
So when he asks you about it, you feel more motivated, but first, same time, you are nervous.
Yes, yes.
So do he want like certain kind of colors with a very big wall for his office?
Yes.
How long it will take you to finish all the artwork?
I took 15 days to complete this.
15 days?
Yes.
How many hours per day?
I would work because since it's error, I mean, I do it, I don't like it, I rub it again. I put it again, so it was like doing error and 5 to 6 hours a day.
Okay.
Yes. I try, if it's not going, I have to redo it.
So you put in the evening or morning time?
Usually midnight time.
Midnight time? But there is no lights.
No, in the midnight I can do it because I want peace.
Okay.
So when everyone is sleeping, I like to do my artwork.
You don't need any noise, no distraction.
No distraction.
So you told your clients 15 days.
Yes.
In the midnight time. Yes. It's my time.
Yes.
I will do your work.
Yes.
I will not ask you about the sleep time.
No.
At the end, the result is more amazing.
Yes.
So how do you felt after you finished this artwork?
At that time, since it was my first project, I wasn't 100% sure how to deliver it. So I inquired about the delivery people, but I was not confident to send it by courier or something. I drove 80 kilometers in my car. I carried the art piece in my car, back of the car.
Okay.
So when the clients saw it, they were so happy, they were so amazed. And I felt that, okay, class, 15 days of my hard work is worth it. Sleepless nights are worth it.
So now after that, you feel more relieved. You took too many photos and videos, and now you felt you gain level.
Yes.
So you can do any like big walls.
Yes.
You know the technique and you have the experience.
Yes.
So this kind of artwork usually inspired. You can do something big, you can do something small, maybe tiny little thing.
Yes.
So what about the next of Dr. Hiral?
Next, I just want to explore more of this because new techniques come up every day. Now we have 3D resin art.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are something that's called 3D. Means this is the 2D art, but we have 3D art as well, where a photo frame, if you have a family photo or something like that, we can make it into a 3D effect with resin art.
Nice.
We can decorate it. So yeah, I'm working upon that now.
So you are working now, and we are curious to see the result.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, for sure we'll be impressed and honored because the way you are doing it's with passion and love and dedication and supportive, because you love challenge. You always overcome your challenge, and also your family always supported you, because this is like one hand cannot clap. It's all about together, and not forgetting that you're working in the morning time as a pediatric dentist. So it's like too many things you do same time. You don't waste your time. You always be busy. You love to be busy all the time. That's why. So this kind of thing, as we are a role model for too many people, maybe they are watching us. Your last advice for them, what do you want to say to them?
Just keep going. There are a lot of, it's not a smooth journey. To manage everything, my work, my passion, my home, no, it's not at all smooth. I will not say that it's a very smooth journey, and no, sometimes I juggle a lot.
Okay.
But I feel that I would always tell, never give up. Live your dreams, run along, and enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're most welcome. So we're speaking to the artist Dr. Hiral. She's an artist for resin art. She's already sharing with us about her journey into art, how she got inspired by the journey with one distinguished person as an artist, and she taught her and she get inspired by her, and then she complete her journey about following her passion and even her profession as a pediatric dentist, how she already create and make her artwork for her patient as a pediatric, smile all the time to do and continuing them to do their also dentistry. I hope you enjoyed our episode for today. See you next time and have a good day.